Hey friends, I got this Kenmore Elite refrigerator, side by side, freezer on bottom. I think it got pushed too close to the wall and the compressor overheated, and now when I turn it on, it simply goes on for a few seconds and clicks off. The fan works, everything. These are fairly clean, so it's not really overheating there. I think it was just because it was so hot I couldn't even feel it. I couldn't touch it for very long. So I have this Supco 3-in-1 start kit. We're going to give that a shot and hopefully it fixes our problem. According to the instructions here, the power is disconnected, so that's what I did. Remove old relay and overloads. So let's do that, and that would be this right here. So there is a metal thing right here. This one, we're just going to pop that off, and that comes out. Just hooks on the bottom of the loop there. Okay, if I can get that out of there. Alright, so that's out of there. And now we have this relay here. This just kind of works its way off of there, like so. Okay. And it's got two plugs, or two wires that plug into it. Simply remove these. Okay. And that's kind of what you got right there. Is this deal. This is the overload and the relay together. So I removed that like it's told me to. Alright, now what does it say? It says push terminal connector to white wire on our. Okay, white goes to start, black to common, and red to run. Alright, so push terminal connector to red wire onto run terminal compressor, push terminal connector to black wire onto common. Okay, so I guess I'm going to undo this. Get it out of the bag here. Leave my instructions there so I can kind of see them. And hopefully we can show you what we got going on here. Okay, so this comes with a couple little wire connectors. We have this piece here. We're going to undo this tie, take the tips off these wires here, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, so these, it says just press those onto the wire connector. Common, start, and run. Alright, I'm going to see if those are labeled in there at all. I'm just talking about these three prongs. I'll get up close here. You can see where these were connected, those three prongs right there. So I think that's what it's talking about. Okay, so those will go on there. See, I'm trying to see if those are labeled with anything. hard to see. Get my light a little closer on this side here. And still can't see, so white, red, and black. Common, start, run. White is start. So push terminal connected to red wire on RCO onto run terminal compressor. Push terminal connected to red wire. Push terminal connected to white wire under RCO onto start. Start, run, common. And then connect one line wire which was removed from old relay to one of the line wires using wire nut. Connect other line wire which was removed from the old one to the other line. Okay. So these ones attach to these here. And where is my wire stripper? So we got these. Go ahead and cut those. Okay. Strip some of this wire off of here. Alright, there's one. Get this other one off of there. Okay, we have those two. And we're going to connect this to that. Wrap those together. Okay.
What do I do now?
And I'm going to put this on there. Tighten those out on there. Like so. And now we'll put this one on there. Like these two wires. And put those together like this. Twist them together, and then put the wire not down there. Tighten it. Okay, so we got those two on. It's not really labeled clearly which one's common, which one's start, and which one's run here. So I'm wondering which one I should put it on. I don't want to mess this up here, so you got the three terminals there. This is common, start, run. Connect one line wire which was removed from old relay to one of the line wires that are also using wire nut. Okay, we did those. We did that first. Push terminal connected to black wire on RC onto common terminal of onto run and onto start. Common, start, run. I'm going to pause the video here and we'll come back. Alright, after doing some research on the internet, I'm going to try to hook this thing up now. This diagram has the triangle of connectors with the top there. Mine has the two on the top and one on the bottom. But pretty much everything on the internet was saying that the common one's the middle one, basically start on left, run on right. So that's what we're going to go with and hope that nothing goes wrong here, right? Okay. So with common is going to be black to common. Wait a second, that doesn't look right. White. Okay, their wires are not what it says on the diagram. White, black, red, and this says, oh boy, that is nice. I'm just going to go with color over position because on the diagram it says that this should be white, this should be black, and this should be red. But That's not what it says on the thing. So this should be fun. Let's see what happens. I'm going to hook up like it says with using the colors of the wires. So yeah, let's do this. So common is going to be, oh boy, what did I say? Okay. Black is common, I guess. Here goes nothing, right? I don't have an ohm tester, so we're just gonna wing it and hope that it works. So common is going to be in the middle, and I'm basically just going to push this little connector onto there like that. If nothing else, it's easy to push on there. So that's the middle one. That's common. Now white says white is going to be to start, and that's usually on the left. So that's what we're going to do. We have the left one here. It's on we're just going to push that on there. Okay, like so. And red goes to run, and runs on the right. Okay. Alright, that's it. I'm going to plug this in and hopefully survive the experiment here. Make sure none of the wires are like touching each other. Guess it could be a possibility. Here goes nothing. I'm going to fire this bad boy up, and I'm just going to leave it right like this so we can hear if it's going to fire up or not. And I'm going to plug it in. Okay. Sounds like it's starting up. Some clicking noises. Ah, that sounds like a refrigerator compressor running. That's the sound I want to hear. Looks like the fan's running. It sounds like the compressor's running. Feels like it's moving in there. Yeah, hasn't shut off yet, so I'm going to run a little bit more. So it hasn't shut off yet. That's a good sign, I guess. Nothing's blown up yet. It's a good sign. So what I did with, while we're waiting to see if it's going to cool down, I kind of explained it a little bit, but basically on this diagram it was telling me that the middle wire was the red wire, and it's not on this particular item here. So instead of going with what the diagram says where positionally the wires are, I went with the color of the wires. So the black one is the one I actually put in the middle. Even though my triangle was upside down, I had two on the top and one on the bottom. So I put the black one on the one that was down here. And then I put the white wire on the left to start, and the red wire was on the right for run. And so far it's working. So just that was kind of confusing there, the way it has it written here and the way it actually is on the layout of the wires here. So I guess it didn't matter on the power wires which one went to which one, so I just randomly selected them. Everything seems to be working. The fans are working on the side there. Ooh, got me. And I'm going to see if we're getting some cool air here. Okay, so I'm going to cut this and we'll be back. Okay, just showing you guys how I just basically tucked that in next to the compressor down there, kind of as far away from it as I could to keep it from getting hot and stuff. But that's kind of what it looks like, and then I'm just going to seal this back up. Alright, I'm going to end this now. Hope this helps somebody out there. Help me. Alright, final note on this, just a little tip. When you're putting this back plate back on here in the rear of the refrigerator, there's some little tabs down there. And just make sure that that goes over the metal lip there. If you see, you loop it up onto the lip there and then put it down. And there's another tab over there, so when you're putting it back in, those bottom parts sit on there, and then you go ahead and screw your screws in. Okay. Alright, here we are. It's been about 10 minutes. I can start to feel it getting cold already. It's a nice cool breeze blowing through here. The top as well. When I push the button, the air's coming through there, so pretty happy. It's working so far. I'll leave something in the description below if it stops working or if I experience some difficulties. I'm basically just going to tuck this back in here. I think it overheated because the refrigerator, I think I mentioned before, got pushed too close to the wall. So make sure you leave some room for your compressor to get cooled down and have enough ventilation. I have my wires tied up, so when I push them back, they won't get stuck on the floor and get all compressed and stuff. So I'm basically going to tuck this 3-in-1 starter from Supco back up under here and call it good. Screw it back on, and it seems to be, it's been running for about 15 minutes now. This is the 1/4 horse to 1/3 horsepower 120 volt solid state relay overload starter capacitor combination. So far working as advertised, and like I said, if something else changes or it stops working, I'll let you guys know in the description. So I'm going to tuck that up under there and call it a day. I'm pretty excited because I was about ready to go buy a new refrigerator, and this is a little bit cheaper. Just to let you know, it was about 15 bucks with next day shipping. So alright, I'll go ahead and end this. Guys, take care.